Good afternoon, everybody. This is Machteld. Welcome to my channel, Daily Dose of Paper. Well, I have to tell you, this is a second video. I will check now, yeah, that I'm actually in frame, because I did something for the first time, like stitching on camera. And I was trying out a new stitch for me, like this stitch weaving or I don't know how you call it, and I did it all here. So this was like the image you saw. So yeah, what a shame. I think I will try to just continue a little bit. Yeah, so you missed this stitch weaving. I think there are plenty probably of videos and people who can do it much better, so it's not like you're missing it, you know, when you, but yeah, of course. The thing is, this is the first time that I'm stitching on camera, and the reason is that this is what I'm doing at the moment. And as I said in the video that you don't get to see, there's only one person to blame for that I'm stitching and stitching and stitching. And when I say blame, I mean that in the best possible loving, most loving way, because it's K3N, Cloth Tales, Catherine. It's her fault that I'm, yeah, that I've become totally addicted to slow stitching. So then, and because I'm such a scattered brain, like, it's hard for me to focus in peace and quiet. I don't always have the time and the peace for that. So, you know, I couldn't really think of something at the moment to do in this art journal. I will get back to it, but no, it is, all I'm doing is stitching. And yeah, I thought, okay, well, you know, just give it a try on camera. This is what you're doing. And this is, I will show you. This is, I think it's called Stitch Meditation Scroll. And, or maybe the original, if there is an original Stitch Meditation Scroll, it's like only running stitch one way or something, or, but you know, I do mostly running stitch, and I couch circles because I love circles and the texture they give with, you know, I have the bag full of all these different things that you can couch on, all from the thrift store. And everything I use, basically, my scraps, my thread, this new wool that I got is from, you know, is secondhand. And I bought this especially because I wanted to try this stitch weaving thing. But anyway, what am I saying? Well, I'm using different kind of stitching. Like, for me, it's more of a practice cloth, let's say, practice roll. Like, these are some French knots, couching, running stitch. This is, I believe it's called a feather stitch, seed stitch. And yeah, it goes on, and I wrapped it around one of the old thread spools. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and I think I'm just going to continue. And yeah, this was for me interesting to do because I did two different, like here I did only 2 threads and then started weaving around. So I did the brown threads and then the red threads around it, and I like that. But then here I did more threads, you know, in a row, and then going like this. Yeah, but you know, if you say, no, Machteld, you have to show us how you did it, then I will make another video. But yeah, I don't know. And now I'm going to do a simple running stitch again. And I'm just using a white thread. The thing is, I use all different colors of thread. Well, maybe that's what I can do, because I did want to make another circle here that I could couch down. Maybe I'll do that with this white thread. How about that? Well, I'll see how far I get. First, I will do some running stitches to get this. Yeah, so these are, like I said, all old scraps from different, I don't know, fabrics that I got here and there, and cut up clothes and bed sheets and tablecloth and yeah, anything. And I just tacked them down with, as I understand, is called invisible stitch or invisible back stitch or whatever, and it's I think Jude Hill, yeah, who uses that, and who kind of, well, discovered it, or how you say, invented it. And so I used that to tack all the little pieces down, and then I'm just stitching over it with whatever thread I feel like fits the vibe of that cloth or of that piece, or yeah, the color, of course. And oh, just wash my hands, and now sometimes because this is just a bed sheet, but it's not always the easiest to stitch through somehow. I didn't expect that, but it was too late. It was already too late. I already put it down. Yeah, and for me, I'm going to do a little bit stab stitching, because, or I should change needles. How about that? I think I will change needles. I have a thinner needle that is not necessarily easy, but it goes through the cloth easier. Yeah. But what I love about this is the texture that it gives. You know, when you go over it with your hand, especially. Am I now in frame? I hope so, people. Oh, I felt so bad. You know, you finally get the courage to do something. Oh, this is going very wonky. See why I don't stitch while I'm videoing, because yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but still, yeah, you finally get the courage to do something that you have been dreading, let's say, and then it goes wrong. But you know, like with horse riding, you get up again, you go. And I do stitch with both hands. I am left-handed, but I do certain things with both hands. I don't know, the dishes, eating, riding, I do only do with left. But stitching, I go back and forth. Yeah, this is a bit easier, this thin needle. Maybe that's it. With left, I go straight, you know, when I'm doing running stitch, and with right, I go wonky. That is quite positive, possible, I mean. Maybe also quite positive, I don't know. Right. Yeah, and so when I'm done with this, I will couch on that a little piece of this, because I thought, oh, that fits nicely. The colors, yeah. So, yeah, and the thing is, why I'm well, you know, I like this stitching so much because it really calms my mind, let's say, and I've said it before, at the moment I feel a little bit like I'm having a hard time focusing, really, like shaping my thoughts, let's say my creative thoughts, or like what I want to do, what I want to make, how I want to go about it. I don't know, you know, when I get in the mode, let's say, then the phone rings, or oh, the washing machine, or oh, you know, my son comes home, or whatever. And planning, I guess, is not always my strong suit for myself. For others I can do it very well. But for myself it's a different thing. Yeah, so I'm having a hard time, you know, focusing on what I want to do creatively. And so then the stitching, really, that I can always do. But because I don't do it on camera... Oh, why isn't this working? Is this so hard? I mean, it is a small needle, but you know, oh, everything is more difficult on camera. Sorry if my head got in the way, people. Jeetje, come up. Why isn't it working? Nah, okay. Hold on. I do have a tiny little, I don't know. Oh, I thought it was too small for the, or too big for this needle, but it actually, but sometimes that I don't find this easy as well. Like, how does it work? Okay. Nee, see, I only got one. Feel free to fast. Nee, I keep getting one. Well, sometimes actually that happens with different colors have different well, behave different. Let's say if you make strands, like this is only two strands of a 6-stranded thread, and sometimes they really stick together, and other times they, oh, I don't know what to do about this, people. Do I have like I do have a wax piece, but I don't know where that is right now. Oh, okay. You know what? This is really awful. Is this a sign that I shouldn't stitch on camera? I'm looking now for a bigger... This is not necessarily bigger, is it? Yeah. I'm embarrassed, people. But thank God you can just fast forward. Got it. But this is the needle that doesn't go through so easily. And you know, in this way it takes forever. And no, that doesn't work. Running stitch with this one. And of course, when you're not filming, then you know that doesn't matter that it takes forever. You just take all the time you need. And maybe that's what I should do here as well. Oh, without going off camera, out of frame, out of shot. Yeah, but anyway, that's why I'm kind of into this stitching now. And then hopefully I will come up with something again, because I do want to get back to my art journal. And that's another thing. I feel really like painting. Like summer is coming, and I feel like, oh, I'm almost going outside with all my stuff, like, you know, in my other studio, let's say. And I feel like doing different things. This is not working. Yeah. I wish actually, I mean, my house isn't big enough, but sometimes you see, like a while ago, I went to a museum and I forgot the name of the artist, but it's somebody who, yeah, she makes her own, she, you know, dyes all her own threads and fabric with all kinds of stuff that she grows in her garden, or she, yeah, it's incredible. And so everything she does is natural dyed, and but she makes huge, and oh yeah, she has sheep, and then she uses the wool, you know, she shaves the sheep, and she uses the wool, of course, to felt. And she made these big wall hangings, huge, really, like let's say 5 by 6 meters or something, easily. And I thought, oh, I would love that, you know, not necessarily in her style or with, but I'm used to working very small, which I also like. But I think that's also because you know, you use the space you have, let's say. You adapt your work to your space. That's basically what I'm saying. And but imagine doing like 5 by 6 meters. Well, in this pace it will take like 6 years, I think. But see, okay, so I'm taking single strands out of this one 6-stranded embroidery floss, and then I'm putting it together. I am going to try again my small needle. Sorry people, but yeah, yes, because that really makes, you know, with the bigger needle, my hands get cramped a little bit. I'm almost there. So something came from the back to the front. All right, switch hand and go back. But I guess you can make smaller patches, and then that's always what I dream of, like make a lot of smaller patches and then combine them to a big wall hanging. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here with this and then go on to the couching. Let's see. This color, or should I do this end? That has a bit more variety. I think I will do that. Like so. Put it back in the bag. Let's see, let's use these applique pins. Applique, do you hear me? Catherine, cloth tails, Catherine, applique. Cannot say it normal anymore, like applique pins, I cannot say it anymore. No, I just hear you then not correcting me, but like, you know what I mean. Okay, where am I with this? Okay, I think I'm just going to skip to where I am. Oh, that's here, so yeah. Let's just start here. Couching this down. Oops. So yeah, and these circles give extra texture, like they all have different fibers and you know what they've made, what they're made of, and that just gives, this is like for me, I mean, of course the process is kind of meditative because you're using maybe a repetitive stitch or but it's also like I see these rolls as objects, like you put them down and then every now and then you can just leaf through them, roll through them and feel all the different texture, and that's what I like, you know. Also with journals I make, I just like that you can feel it. It's the tactile element that is important to me. Yeah. So, couching this down. And of course visually it's, yeah. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, of course. But maybe also people, you can help me a little bit with, yeah, like what I'm saying with my scattered brain. Like if you give me a clue or an idea, like what you want to see me make, that would be nice also. So if you say, oh, make another blah de blah, then because it's not really that I have a lack of I don't feel like a lack of creativity, let's say, but it's just the, yeah, planning, organizing, I don't know, that is hard for me at the moment. And maybe it helps if I have, if I have like something to hold on to, let's say, like, I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you feel there's something that you really would like to see me make. Oh wait, here's a Where's the head of the pin? Oh, here. Here it is. I'm going to end of this thread. Oh, am I still in frame? Oh, Machteld. Machteld. Kind of a wonky shape, circle, boop, circular shape, wonky, but that's okay, right? These are all pretty decent, I think. Yeah. Yes, it works. Right. I'm going this way. Take this out. Oh, where did it go? Oh, here. Now I want a brown on top. Let's see if we can work that in. No, this is not right. Although I might go around and like make it crossing, you know, cross the other stitches. I do like that look. Then it's more of a, yeah, I don't know. Gives me a more a Viking kind of, I don't know if that makes sense, but a Viking kind of vibe. I don't know why I come up with these things or how I do come up with these ideas in your head, but okay. So, and the thing is, maybe this is not so interesting to watch in the sense that I'm not an, yeah, I cannot give really a tutorial about this because, like, you know, I'm simply, basically, I won't say like I don't know what I'm doing at all, but you know what I mean. Like I'm not a, yeah, I don't feel like I can teach anything because I'm more of a student myself in this area. But I do hope that it relaxes you watching this. You know, like for me, I like to watch people do this, and yeah, that does relax me. So, you know, maybe. And that if so, that would really please me, to be honest. I love it. You know, sometimes I get comments like, oh, so nice watching you. And yeah, I like that. Not necessarily because, you know, to hear like, oh, you're fantastic. But I mean, just to know that people can relax with what I'm doing, that really, like, yeah, it did the same for me. Like when I first even started watching YouTube, I had no idea. And it really helped me, yeah, through some stressful times. So that's also what I had in mind when I started my YouTube channel. You know, like, okay, I love making stuff, and I love watching what people make, and I like the relaxedness of it. The channels I love most are kind of relaxed people, let's say. And so I thought, okay, maybe I can be that for other people. Who knows? So I think I'm almost, wait, I have to. This can use a few stitches, this little bulky part. And like I said, maybe I will go around like in a different direction, let's say, like kind of crossing it. I think it's okay. Ending my thread here and showing you the back of all these stitchings. Well, people, I think that's it for me for today. Sorry you didn't get to see my lovely thread weaving. Oh, but this feels, the way this feels, you can't really, you know, feel it, of course, when you look at it, but I think you can imagine. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.